I cost my boss over 5k because he didn't want to pay me $3. So back in college, I worked at a hibachi restaurant, the kind where they cook on the grill in front of you, like Benihana. Our owner was an Asian guy who barely spoke English but was a complete asshole to work for. Would yell at you in broken English all the time, scream at high school girl employees, making them cry, and would take tips, which is illegal. So with your meal came a soup, salad, the meats you chose, fried rice, noodles and vegetables. A lot of people wanted more fried rice because it rocked instead of noodles or veggies, and it was an extra $1. However, if the owner found out that you had not rang this in, even though we had nights where we did over 10 to 15k in sales, he would scream at you. The girls would often start crying, and berating and then demanding the $1 you owed the restaurant. There was another rule, that if someone wanted to keep all their sides but wanted an extra side of rice, it was $3. Well, one night, being incredibly busy and doing over 1200 in sales, I forgot to ring in a single side of rice. Well, what do you know, the owner decides to start screaming at me and berating me in his usual MO until I forked over $3. Even though I made good money that night, I was still pissed off. And then he made the mistake of not allowing me my free shift beer, which is where I had to draw the line. Well, at that restaurant, a soft drink usually ran around $3 with unlimited refills. No one ever knew if you didn't charge someone for a drink. It was implied that this didn't need to be checked on or reiterated. Well, I made it a point to not charge anyone for drinks for about 3 months. Oh, your table of 8 had 8 soft drinks? Your table had 0 drinks. There goes about $24. Rinse and repeat. I estimate that by the time I finished, I had cost the restaurant over $5,000 in sales, without them even realizing or raising any red flags. I commend this guy. I mean, $5,000, that's a lot of money. That's actually about 1,500 to 2,000 drinks that he didn't charge for. I mean, this guy is awesome. I love him. But hey, that's what you get for being a shitty boss, I guess. About a year ago, I was working behind the counter for a liquor store. It wasn't particularly busy, and my boss was stacking shelves nearby when an entitled customer walks in. She gets several bottles of alcohol and comes up to the counter. I estimate she looks under 20. Good evening. Before I serve you, do you have a valid ID? I don't need ID, I'm 25. I'm sorry ma'am, but I'm required by law to cite ID from all customers that may be underage. Well, I don't have any ID. Just sell me the alcohol. I'm sorry, if you don't have a valid ID, I can't serve you. So EC goes absolutely ape. She screams at me, calling me, amongst other things, a pedophile, a rapist, a fat piece of shit. I'm sorry that you feel that way, but I'll have to ask you to leave the store. Still screaming invective at me, and then the manager, she leaves the store. As this is not an unusual occurrence, the boss and I laugh it off and go back to work, thinking no more of it. Fast forward about a week. I'm working again when the boss calls me to the office to get a phone call from HR. Hello, what can I do for you? We received a complaint from a customer that you were exceptionally rude to her on date Q. Due to this, we've assigned you up to a mandatory course on customer service. It's at X and Y, time and date. Hang on a second. I grab my phone and switch on the record function. Sorry, could you repeat that? HR repeats. My manager was here for that incident. He'll confirm that I was not rude to that customer. Yes, he said that. Nonetheless, you have to attend the customer service course. It's mandatory. Hang on, so you're trying to tell me that my manager and I are lying? No, but we got a complaint, so you have to do the course. So, let me get this straight. Despite the fact I was not rude to the customer, and my manager says that I was not rude to the customer, and she was literally lying about it, I have to attend a course in customer service? Yes. Do you know what workplace bullying is? What? Workplace bullying. What? Why? You're punishing me for an event that did not happen. That qualifies as workplace bullying. I suggest you take me off of this customer service mandatory course. I can't do that, you have to attend it. No problem, I quit. I'll see you in court. I should mention that this call has been recorded for quality and training purposes. I put the phone down and chat with the manager for a few minutes while he tries to calm me down from the incandescent rage I'm feeling. A few minutes later, the phone rings again. It's HR supervisor. We stick it on speaker and I record again. What is this all about? So I explained what HR told me, and he questioned the manager and myself. After a few minutes back and forth, he says, "Okay, I'll take you off the course." That's not good enough. What? I'm a victim of workplace bullying, I'm taking you to court. That's hardly necessary. We've fixed the problem, right? No, I've been insulted and then been told that the company does not trust me, nor does it trust my manager. I prefer to take my chances in court as I have direct evidence of workplace bullying. What can we do to resolve this? 2 things. I'd like a raise, and you to personally send a memo to everyone stating that they cannot just send people on mandatory training courses unless there is actual evidence that wrongdoing has occurred. I'll see what I can do. Anyway, I got a small raise and a memo was sent out requiring review of customers' complaints before any mandatory training was required of staff. So I took the win. The boss and I had a good laugh about it, and he admired my bravery in standing up to the dreaded HR. What pisses me off most, though, is the thought of how many staff had to attend mandatory training for something that was entirely the fault of some EC. Do you know what? I have this strange feeling that she was not of age to buy alcohol. I don't know, it's just this weird hunch I have.